lesson plan book from Target, and let me just say, I have been horrible at using it. Today was awful. And I just signed the offer for the house. So I'm really surprised that it's Thursday. Like, that's so crazy. I have to fix that, sorry. And I don't know, it's just like already, week's almost over with. But, you know, I was gone. Like, we didn't have school on Monday, and I was gone on Tuesday. So I was so exhausted yesterday. I started falling asleep at like 8 o'clock, so we went to bed, and I don't remember much. Like, I remember watching, we had the TV on, and I was looking at my phone, and next thing I know, I wake up and it's 1 o'clock, and I'm like, what is going on? How long have I been sleeping? It was just crazy. And my phone was like, I don't know, I already must have picked up my phone, like tried to put it up, but it was like all hanging off somewhere, and so it was just like crazy. But I've been rested now, hopefully, and I'm ready. So today we have art or music. I'm not sure which one it is now because I can't remember. I think it's art. Because I think music was last week when I wasn't here. But anyway, I don't know. So we have that today in the morning. As I know of, as of right now, I do not have that meeting during our art time. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen so I can get stuff done. So, because I've been working on... So if you guys remember way back at the beginning of the school year, I had bought this cheap lesson plan book from Target. And let me just say, I have been horrible at using it. So I'm trying to be more diligent in what I'm doing with my lessons. So for my small groups, so this will be for my guided reading kind of like small groups, since I've now have guided reading training in a way. So what I've done is I put the group names on the side here, and then I just wrote down when I'll be meeting with each group. As you can see, groups 1 and 2 will get met with every single day but Wednesdays, because at this point, Wednesdays are days that I usually don't get small groups in just because we are so crammed for time. Once I get the schedule going, I probably will put in Wednesday also, so that way I have it. And then as you can see, my higher groups, like group 3 are my middle of the road kids, or kids that are like almost to being grade level. They're Mondays and Fridays, and then my group 4 and 5 are usually my really high kids, because I have a lot of high kids in my class this year. I only meet with them once a week. My strategic students, I'm gonna meet with 4 times a week. My middle of the road kids, you know, group 3 probably is more of a on-level group, and so I'm meeting with them 2 times a week, and then my groups 4 and 5 I'll be meeting with once a week. So that's my ultimate goal at this point. Just because I really need to get those strategic kids moved up, and it's going very slow. So I kind of planned out, that's what I was doing with this. I was just kind of jotting down, and like seriously, I mean, you can see how many pages I have left. I have not been using this thing like I wanted to. But I think I was kind of, I don't know, I didn't know how to set it up. I was really kind of like, I don't know what to do with this. And so when I did the guided reading training, they gave us ideas like, here's our ways to set up your groups. And they said, ultimately, you want to meet with your lowest kids. And what I usually do is I rotate. So I met with each group 2 times a week. I just thought that was normal. Like, and I don't know why. It was one of those moments. It's like, that was kind of dumb. Why would you meet with, you know, why would all the groups get the same thing? Like, they don't need it. Right now, I think that's where I'm at. So I'm kind of trying to formulate a plan here. So I'm trying out with this week. I know that Tuesday and Wednesday, I was not even here. Monday was no school. So these 2 days are kind of third draw. Like, I don't know what to do with those just because they're already gone. So, and then I'll plan stuff for tomorrow. I did plan a little bit for today. So like my 2 lowest groups, and as you can see, I don't have names on here, but we're gonna be working on letter P and like word families with letter P. This one here is we're gonna be working on the letter A and using those vowel sounds, using word families like, I think I put am, ap, and maybe at. So, because they're kids that really have mostly mastered all their phonemic awareness stuff, so they really got the sounds down, but they're really having trouble with blending and being fluent in their blending because they're very choppy in it. So those are those kids there are going to be the ones that are going to be a step up. My grade group 1 is pretty much just like they get like half of their letter sounds. And we've been working on letter sounds forever with them. And it's been a really tough ride with these kiddos. Some of them are making a little bit of progress, some are not making any progress. And so I'm just trying to figure out ways to get that group going in a way. I mean, I think there's 2. I have 2 SPED kids in there, and then 2 kids that are going through the SAT process, which if you didn't know, I've talked about this before. It's a student assistance team, and it's basically where the parents, the teacher, Title I teacher all get together and work on interventions to figure out if they're gonna work. If not, we look into retention and testing to see if there's maybe a learning disability going on. So that's where we're at. But anyways, so I wanted to share that with you guys because I'm trying to get this going again, trying to use this book because I have been horrible at it, and I admit it was my biggest downfall. So I met with small groups, but it was like I would plan them the week before, but I had no guide. Like I tried to meet with them when I could, because it's like it's chaos. And like I just couldn't get stuff going. It was like I'm a mess. So I'm really trying to focus on small groups this time. So I've been working on tweaking other stuff, getting that going. And now it's going to be small group time. So that is some of the stuff that we're going to be doing for small groups while the kids are in daily 5. We're working on SH and CH this week. So they're going to cut out their words at the bottom and glue real words and nonsense words into their interactive notebook. So that's today's interactive notebook for reading. We were supposed to be starting lightning this week, and I don't know what I did with the paper. Story of my life, let me tell you. I know I got it. Oh, maybe I didn't get it out. I'm like certain I printed that out and made copies of it last week. I don't remember. But you know what? I'll do it this morning when the kids are in. I'll run down and make copies of that. I guess I'll print it again. I don't know what I did with the copies. I'm going to look around on my desk if I can find it, but I have no idea what I did with the copies. So, you know, when you're gone for so long, it's hard to get back to figure out like what you were doing a long time ago. My teacher across the hall goes and makes a lot of copies for us, which is fantastic. I love it. So she goes down to the teacher center once a week and makes all our copies. Sometimes she'll do them for like 2 weeks in advance. Well, actually we do them for 2 weeks in advance, but they alternate between reading and math. So it's fantastic. I mean, let's talk about that. Put it down below. Like, who makes your copies? Do you make your own copies, or does somebody else make your copies? So I make most of my own copies. I'm just lucky that this year I have a teacher that loves going down to the teacher center and going and making copies for themselves. So I don't know what that's about, but. So today was just one of those days where it was horrible. Like, there's no other way around it. Today was awful. I don't know. They were just they wouldn't stop talking. It was constantly, they were being rude. They were rude to each other, rude to me, rude. It was just all around. I don't know. You know, and I'm nowhere bound to have those days just because, you know, there's always gonna be those days. And today was that day. And I was so exhausted. So I know what I'm going to be doing when I get home tonight. And I messed up my plans. I'm so mad. Because when you look at it this way, I had it folded, I couldn't tell what group this was. So I thought it was group 4, not group 5. But actually it's group 5 because this is group 6. So I need to figure out some way of marking that off so I don't confuse myself again. So I pulled the wrong group and then I had no work for them. And I was like, oh, I already have you guys. So let's do this. So I was like, let's do this instead. So I found something for them to do. I had some extra work. Cause like sometimes I have work that I put into their bins because I have bins that holds other stuff where we just don't get to it. So it sits there for a little bit before we get to it again. So I kind of had a little bit of extra, so it worked out, but it was not my plan. So I was really disappointed with that because I was like, how did I mess that up? Seriously, but I made it work. But today I'm going to try to go through and I think I'll just bump over the group that I was supposed to have today, bump them over, and then plan out what I'm going to do with my kiddos for tomorrow. And then get some of this mess cleaned up because I have a mess on my desk. It's horrible. And I haven't heard anything about jobs yet, so I don't know if I will anytime soon. But we did hear back about the one house that we wanted. We have not made an offer yet, but things sound good. Like we might be able to do it for the price that we want. So like I said, I'm gonna try to get some stuff done so I can go home. I'm exhausted. These kids ran me down. And we did not earn our Fun Friday. The kids are, no. But I'm not happy. I was not happy today with the way the kids acted. They were really rude. Not all of them. You always have those really good ones. It could be the weather change. It could be that it's getting nicer and it was windy today. It could be me being gone for several days. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I'm taking care of it. And it's going to be fixed. We are not going back to craziness. We were on a good roll. I mean, they were a little talkative, but we were on a good roll. It is Friday. What? I'm so like, I don't know what the what was, but I am so excited for Friday. Like, and I know it's so crazy because I've only been like here for like, what, 2 days or something? This is my 3rd day. But oh my gosh, it'd be so awesome to have this week over with. It has been something else. This week has been the craziest week. But anyway, so one of the houses that we were looking at, okay, so we've like, you know, as I've talked about before, if you're just watching now, we are moving, we're looking for a new house in a different city, and, you know, I was just out there doing all that stuff. And so, and if you're not, like, go back and watch the last couple of videos just because it does explain some of the stuff. So, we narrowed down to 3 houses. So, the top house, we have figured out a lot of stuff with it. We're going to be offering lower than what they're wanting, but we did find out that the comps in the area go for about $104,000. So we're around there. So really, like, we're not that far off the mark with the amount that we want to ask. We want to ask like 98, 99. So especially with the stuff that still has to be done with the house. Like, they have done quite a bit, but there's stuff that we need to fix. Like, we're going to repaint the outside of the house because we're going to redo the rest of the windows that are in the house. And the garage roof needs to be redone. So there's like several little things that need to be done. So we're kind of like, if we throw that stuff in there and say the reason that we're asking for this lower price is because of these items, our realtor told us that we probably have a pretty good case of getting what we want. We think we're probably going to be putting an offer in today. Ew, it's so scary. But I'm cutting out these game pieces really quick because I forgot, I didn't do them last night. So I'm going to be talking and cutting out game pieces. So that's really exciting though. I'm really excited. I don't know. I think this house is going to be really nice. I'm really excited about the house. It's going to be a lot more space than what we have now. And I would get to have my own office that's not in a dining room. And Rudy get to have his own office. So I'm really hoping that it works out. But it could not. It could totally fall through. Who knows at this point. I'm like so ready to be over today. And it just started. The kids were so horrible yesterday. I don't want to do it again. They were awful yesterday, but, you know, it is what it is. Today may be fantastic, who knows. They do weird things, they're kids. So I'm hoping for a great day today, so. All right, so for their reading today, we are finishing up Lightning, which I don't have with me. I don't know what I think it's over there, but we're going to finish up our close read today on Lightning. Yesterday we just got through, we just did the cold read, I think, first. That's all we did. And we talked a little bit about it. We discussed things about Lightning and why it seems so scary and, you know, those kind of things. And like why the author decided to call the thing how to be safe. There's a dog way down there. Yeah, so it says lightning, how to stay safe or something. And so I asked, you know, we talked about like, why would that be important to know? Like, what do you think we're gonna be learning about? And, you know, we talked about how it's important to know when we know about something, it takes away this kind of the scariness a little bit, and it also prepares us to be safe. So we know what to expect, so we know how to stay safe in those situations. So that's the reason, like we talked about that yesterday. So then for our interactive notebook, they're gonna be playing their game today. So they have a spinner and they're gonna spin, and then they're gonna color, and once they get them all colored, they are good to go, whoever finishes it first. So I did addition on a number line yesterday, and we talked about how like some of us could do it in our heads, and that's fine. It's just another strategy to use. So I want them to be able to have a strategy, another strategy. We talked about the strategies that we already have, we've already learned, and those kind of things. This time here we're doing subtraction on a number line. And then for their interactive notebook, which is gonna be kind of difficult, but I think my class should be, I mean, like we've been practicing it, so I'm hoping they can do it. But they're going to do, they're adding tens to a 2-digit number, and then there are parts that need to go around the bottom. I don't know what happened, got cut off at the bottom, but this might have been like a leftover from last year, and I just never did it. And so I found it in my pile, and I was like, we're just gonna do it. And we've been learning it anyways, like we've been working on that last week and this week, so it's gonna be good for them. And then what I'm doing right now is these games, these little cards here, these ones here are doing equalities. So they're matching up like it's kind of like a memory game, so they have to match up and see if it equals the same. So this one here came inside the math workshop book that I got off Amazon that Janice from One Happy Teacher had told me about, but she teaches 2nd grade, but she told me about it, so I went ahead and purchased it, and so I've been trying to get the games going too. So this one here, there's little cards, like I said. I have 2 sets, so I need to cut those out. Then the other one I'm gonna be cutting out is this doubles roll and solve. And the way I understand it is they rolled one die, and then they have to double it. Okay, so they rolled a die, find the matching column. So if they rolled 1, so they're gonna get a 1, and then they're gonna solve the doubles problem. So 1 plus 1 equals, and then they have to write 2 here in the box, and then they fill up. And whoever finishes first is the, so I need to get those cut out, but those are just cutting out around the edge, so those will be super easy. But it is 7:18. I need to get their test set up for today. I just have to get it set up. What am I trying to say here? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to get it, dude, my brain. I need to get it assigned to them. Thank you. I don't know what I'm thinking at all. Yes. So I need to get it assigned to them. So we'll see. So a quick life update. It is now like 3:50. I'm getting ready to leave here in a minute. I just have to do a couple things. I went down and made some copies of our interactive notebook things because I didn't make copies for next week. So I have those done, and I just signed the offer for the house. So we're hoping it passes. We don't think it's actually gonna get accepted on the first bid. Figure they're gonna counter, so we went a little low just to see what was gonna happen. Who knows? We either can just not get this house at all or what, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get some stuff done. I need to get paper pastures done, classroom jobs, and just kind of clean up because this room is a mess. But the kids were horrible again today, and it was just like pulling teeth the whole time. And I just was like, that I'm gonna let go because it's just gonna stress me out to sit there and fight with them to get them to clean up. So we were already running late to get out of the room. So I was just like, you know what, I don't care, just go, I don't care. And I did have to call a parent a few minutes ago, so that's why I'm running a little bit late. And then I also worked on getting that form like signed in, signed up, signed in, signed up, signed out, signed whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff done so I can get out of here and go home and relax. morning. It is Sunday and I just got done getting my car washed. I'm actually still here. So, and I just got done vacuuming it. So, and then now I'm heading home. But yesterday, I didn't film at all yesterday, but it was just, I was very busy yesterday. I cleaned like the entire house. Like, I don't know, I was just like a cleaning spree. And I got all of it cleaned out. I went through and sorted out like stuff in our bathroom, and I don't know why you're out here in the middle of the road. Yeah, I like cleaned out, I went through our bathroom, like the master bath, and I went through and like took out all of the old products that we had and stuff, and got rid of stuff that we're not using anymore. So I kind of reorganized it, so hopefully in the long run it'll be better. And then I like took stuff that because we're really bad shavers. So we have all these like shavers that we have. They're like trimmers and things for our beards and stuff that we just don't use because we buy them and then we end up not liking them or something, and you can't return them after that, so then we're stuck with these things. So we had like several of them, and so I was going through and I was asking Rudy, like, you don't really like this one, do you want to get rid of it? And he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw it in the sell pile so we can have a garage sale and sell a bunch of our stuff. So that is what we're planning to do. And then yesterday we were supposed to hear back because we put the offer in on the house on Friday, and we were supposed to hear back yesterday, but we ended up not hearing back. We did get a text back from our realtor, and he said that he knows that it was presented to the wife, but she still needed to talk to her husband. So I don't know if that's a good sign, a bad sign, or what. I'm assuming that it's the offer that we presented, I'm sure is not going to get, they're probably going to counter. I mean, like, either that or it's not going to respond. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure they're going to counter. I'm like, I don't think they're going to go with our offer that we did, but you know, we did. We kind of figured it was going to happen. We went low, so just to see what they would do. And we didn't go super low. We didn't go like we just didn't go super low and have them be like, no. But we did go lower than, we actually went a little bit lower than we were actually wanting to. So, but it was only like $1,000 lower than we were going to do in the first place. So, but it still is like $10,000 under their asking price. So we'll see. But we did have like concerns. Like, these are the reasons that we're doing this. We actually gave them reasons. These are the reasons why we are planning. Like, we told them if we go this low, we would save you money by doing your closing costs because we pay for your closing costs. So, but yesterday I just spent like my whole day cleaning, and then about nighttime, Rudy was like watching Absolutely Fabulous on, I think it was on Netflix or something. I can't remember what it was on, and I just wasn't in the mood to watch it. So I went into the office, and I like got another one of my phonics packets done. I got the AR one done, which they're not really selling anyways, but they are just for me, so I can use them again, I'm sure. And so I got those ones. I got another pack done. I got something else done. Oh, we hadn't finished lesson plans, so I just finished the lesson plans for our group, just so we're done with them. Because I needed them. I'm going to try to film a plan with me today. Hopefully, that's my goal, is to get a plan with me done today. So, and then I'll just edit it whenever I have time, because I would like to have it up before March 1st, but it may not happen. I'm just super busy right now. But that's about it. And then today's just going to be like laundry and getting stuff done for the week. So anyway, but that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and close out. So I hope you like what you saw and all that good stuff. And until next time, don't forget to always be you. Bye.